Moving on, I think, to maybe a less awful topic. We got some fun, scary stuff.
Yes, we have fun, scary stuff.
There are people like me out there. It's like, I enjoy Halloween. I liked being scared. Like, not too much, but I do enjoy the kind of fun, scary things. Especially just, like, Halloween episodes are so fun.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
And, like, mild horror is fun, especially, like, gore is all right, too. So we kind of try to figure out some more fun, scary things that aren't necessarily gory. They're just, like, fun kind of spooky tales.
Yeah. Like, if you just want something that's not gonna make you afraid to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, this is the place for you.
Yes. I love the first one on our list is Milpom.
Yeah. Megan, do you want to introduce Milpom?
How do I introduce Milpom? Well, it's basically like what's the show called? The most popular girl.
Most popular girls in school.
The most popular girls in school, and it's
a stop motion Barbie doll show about cheerleaders.
Yes,
and it's very foul.
It is very.
It's on YouTube.
Foul, and Milpom isn't foul, but it's the same. Instead of Barbie dolls, they're like Japanese Bratz dolls.
Yeah.
And when you first open up this episode, these Bratz dolls are in a high school with these weird, creepy, like teddy bear heads.
I love them so much.
It's
which
awesome.
is so weird.
Like, Milpom's described as, like, this is an alternate world where it's acceptable in fashion for people to wear fake animal heads.
Yeah.
And so, like, they're, like, just kind of, like,
To
stuffed
be
animal
fair,
heads.
though, when I lived
It's
in
weird.
Japan, people were basically dressed up like we are now, with like animal hoodies on and dressed like animals, and that. So it's not that far out for some fringe Japanese fashion to do that. But yeah, these girls have these giant, enormous, like mascot heads on.
Yeah.
And they're talking like
Super
a bunch
creepy.
of dumb valley girls.
Yeah.
And they're trying to figure out like what they're doing for Halloween, what parties they're going to. And it's just, and then they take out the heads and they have these like big, huge, sparkly, soulless eyes.
So it's like
So creepy.
It's not too creepy. It's more something that I was like, this is so cool. It reminded me of like Guro Lolita, like that kind of style of cute, creepy.
Yeah. Like it's not deliberately being like creepy, but there is something about like those.
It's just weird.
It's
It's
super
very weird.
And it's a Halloween themed episode, so
Yeah, they're just trying to figure out like who's going to what party and what they're going to be, and then you've got the catty girl who makes what was her snide comment?
they were
Milpom?
deciding on costumes, and Milpom is like, oh yeah, I think I want to be like a cute nurse, like zombie nurse or something like that. And the other girl was like, oh, maybe you should be Frankenstein. I have a T-shirt that you can borrow. It'll be really cheap or whatever. And the girl's like, well, why don't you just be Frankenstein? She's like, oh, it's not cute enough for me, but it'd be good for you.
It was like the snarkiest thing.
Yo! I've definitely had friends who said things like that to me, so I was like, this is so
Oh,
real.
that passive aggressive.
Passive aggressive, like, it's not my style, but it's good for you.
I'm glad one of us cares about our appearance.
Like, at least one of us is watching our figures. So just going on the vein of, like, sort of funny things, I wanted to give a shout out to Ghost Stories. If you haven't heard of Ghost Stories, it's this supernatural anime that is actually just supposed to be horror, the actual like original version, but the English dub just adds all this comedy, and it's amazing. You can find, like, if you just look up Ghost Stories, there's like these clip videos on YouTube where you can just see all these like dumb clips. There's like one character who like the little brother character only speaks in whines, like he's only like and that's like all he says. Even though in the original he has actual words that he says, the dub is just like him going and everyone's like, what's wrong with you?
Oh my god, that's amazing.
So that one is just like, it's almost like black comedy. It's really good. Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah. And then we have the general test of courage trope that sometimes pops up in anime. So we were talking about different shows, like School Live has that one test of courage trope where they have to go get supplies, where they have to explain to Yuki like what they're doing, so they make it a test of courage episode where it's just like, all right, you're gonna run through here and you can't look at this. And
School Live is definitely like one of those kind of fun but creepy anime.
Yeah.
Like, it's not. Like, there were points when, because I am a baby, I got scared. But like, it's very tense sometimes.
yeah, it's definitely tense.
Yeah, School Live could totally go on this watch list. I mean, it should be on your watch list anyway. We've talked
Yeah,
about this
should
before.
be.
But yeah, the test of courage trope isn't particularly common or anything. But like one that sticks out to me is like Nisekoi has an episode like this where there's just like teachers dressed up in kind of like creepy costumes. And there's an element of creepiness to it, even though it's just a fun, mostly lighthearted episode. There is the element of like, oh my god, someone's gonna get jump scared in the forest. So Test of Courage stuff can be fun.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah,
It's cute.
where like he wants to be with Onodera.
By the way, speaking of
Onodera's girl.
going back to School Live real fast, somebody recommended like High School of the Dead or something. That's porn and zombies. So if you like your
So if you want
hentai ecchi
some
porn,
fun,
you want some fun.
Oh.
You want some fun zombies.
we
with
got
lots of pen shots.
we got that. We have a segment on this schedule. I called it Girls and Blood.
There you go.
yeah. So if you're looking for something a little bit more, like casual fun stuff, there's a few good shows maybe to check out.
Yeah.